Hi, neighbors. It's kind of funny, everyone. So my neighbors who live in the front part of the house that are connected, they're like maybe 10 feet away from me, but they're in their own room with their own cameras on. Morning, Jen. All right, so a blanket, something that's gonna act like a yoga strap, and a block. Block isn't absolutely necessary for today, but always nice if you've got it. Thanks everyone for being here this morning. And we'll get started in just a minute. All right. So you're gonna set yourself up into some way that's comfortable to sit. So I'm gonna put my block down, and to make it a little bit more comfortable, put my blanket over top, just to come into a comfortable cross-legged seat, or if you'd rather sit with your shins on the ground in hero's pose, you're welcome to do that. Just settle in, get comfortable. We're gonna be here for at least, I'd say 5, maybe 6, 7 minutes. So sitting up nice and tall, just letting your hands lightly rest on your legs, and letting your eyes close when you're comfortable. Take a tiny movement in your shoulders, shoulders up to your ears, together on your back, and then down away from your earlobes. Just so you sit a little bit brighter this morning. Take a slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. And just one more time. Keeping your elbows relaxed, placing your right hand on your lower belly and your left hand somewhere on your chest where your actual heart lives. Again, allow your hands to rest lightly on your body as you stay in this tall seated position. Just working a little bit of a 3-part breath this morning. It's going to be an extended inhale where you'll feel 3 different parts of your body inflate, and then you'll let all the air go out as you exhale. Just take a clearing breath first, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then inhale, feel your right hand, your left hand, breath into your throat, and then all the air out. Breathing into your belly, your chest, all the way up and all the way out. So you're breathing from that lowest part of your torso, higher and higher, and exhale. Belly, heart, throat, and exhale. So you're going to continue this on your own slow rhythm. 3 breaths. You might even feel like it's 3 separate inhales, or it can feel like one long extended inhale. And then one really relieving exhale. And this is where our focus is going to land this morning, beginning with your 3-part breath. Try to make it slower than your normal everyday breathing. You might notice this morning where it's easier to fill up with your inhale. And then that may lead you to notice where it feels just a little stickier, a little bit more constricted to fill in your inhale. And just doing your best to equalizing your breath to your belly, your chest, maybe now all the way up into the center of your brain, and all the air out. Keeping your spine tall but light as you do this breathing practice. And it should just feel like a simple wave from the lowest parts of your belly waving upwards. And then like the sea goes back in, letting all the air out. You're welcome to continue with your hands on your torso like this, or gently release your hands back to your legs. And continue your 3-part breath in a little bit more subtle way now that your hands are resting down. Feeling your stomach, your heart, all the way up to your brain, and all the air out. Just a few more rounds here. This breath acts as a really grounding way to begin your practice, to even begin your Friday today. And it's a nice foundation for all yogic breathing. As you're ready, bring your hands together at your heart center. Let your chin bow down to your chest. And before you open your eyes, I'd like you to choose an intention, not just for your time on the mat, but something that's going to set the tone for your entire Friday. It might just be a single word, or it might be a string of words that are just going to set the stage for you in a grounded way this Friday. And once you've got it, just repeat it to yourself a few times in your mind. So it really sinks in mentally and a little bit physically. And then as you're ready and you've got that intention, open your eyes looking down at your fingertips, releasing your hands. So you're going to stay seated, but take your left leg back behind you with your left shin on the ground. So it's kind of like you're in a half heroes pose. So the top of your left foot, your shin, and then you're going to pick your right foot flat to the floor. Now, if this feels bothersome for any reason on your left knee, you're just going to keep yourself in that more cross-legged position. But if the flexion in your knee feels all right, You're gonna be on your shin and your foot, sitting up nice and tall. Cross your right wrist over your left, and just take your hands to the bottom of your foot. So one hand is on the baby toe side, and this is gonna require a little balance from the start. You're gonna lift your foot literally an inch or two off the ground. It's easier said than done. Lift up through your chest, breathe in, and slowly breathe out. Breathe in, lift your chest up. Breathe out, try to relax your jaw. One more. And then slowly lean forward, release that foot. Release your hands, you're gonna lean to the left side. You might even need to pick yourself up off your prop to put both shins down on the ground to be in supported hero's pose. And you might need to turn your block a little higher, especially if you've got anything going on with your knees, or fold your blanket over a little bit more. So your knees should be close. Feet are on the outsides of your hips. And then start to walk your hands back, fingertips out to the side. Good, you can also do this in just simple cross-legged seat. Lift up through your chest, try not to throw your head back, keep your chin in a little bit. And just breathe into the upper lobes of your lungs. You're starting to find this front panel opening of your body, from your chest, your belly, your hips all the way down to your quads. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly lean forward, walk your hands forward, and shift to the other side. So you're gonna have to literally lift up off your seat. You can bring your left foot down so your right foot is in that hero's pose or cross-legged. And this time, crossing your left hand over your right, and you have to find your balance just to lift your foot up a little bit. And it literally might leave the floor a millimeter. Good, lift up to your chest. If your foot feels really far away, you can just hold at your shin instead. Couple more breaths, sitting up nice and tall. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, slowly lean forward, let go of your foot gently. You're again gonna lift up a little bit, come back into your supported hero's pose. Again, don't leave your knees unhappy. If you need that block or blanket higher, support yourself underneath, sitting with your feet outside your hips, and then walk your hands back. Fingertips out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Again, you want to keep your chin a little bit into your chest, and just maybe press into your shins and lift your bum up a half an inch. Starting to feel again that front part of your body nice and open. Relax your jaw. Don't get mean in your face right here. Move your face, your nose, your eyebrows. It's okay to get a little weird through your face. One more breath in. Exhale, hips back down to your prop. Slowly walk yourself up. And then you're just gonna lean forward a little bit. It's not gonna be a lot. So just like you would take a forward fold, you're gonna feel your thigh bones really plug into your hip sockets. So just leaning a little forward, trying to keep your knees close. Yep, one more breath in. And then exhale, come all the way up right into tabletop. You can move your props out of the way. So never feel hurried. And if you want to turn to be on that long edge of your mat, go right ahead. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, drop your belly, let your chin come forward, eyes go up, cow. And then exhale, tuck your chin, puff your shoulders, round your back all the way to your lower spine. And then you're gonna go from your tailbone to your chin into cow. Exhale from your chin, cascading to your tailbone, cat. So doing that a few times, working with your inhale into cow and your exhale into cat. Nice, just breaking up any sleepy parts of your spine this morning. So please take it slow. Exhaling and inhaling. Maybe try an extra little bend in your elbows. I know we all get used to really straight arms in cat-cow, but put a little softness there. Good. After your next cat pose, come into neutral tabletop, and the only thing we're gonna change is the breath. So you're gonna exhale into cow. Tuck your chin as you inhale, feel your back inflate. Inhale, cat. So exhale, cow. Inhale, cat. And again, you're trying to get into all the vertebrae of your spine. Most of us have 24 vertebrae, so that's a lot to get to. That's why we're going to be here for just a little while. Check back in with your face. Feel free to move anything around. Taking 3 more with the reverse breath pattern here. Nice job, everybody. It's okay to hear yourself breathe. And after your last inhale, cat stretch. Hold it here. Take a couple rounds of breath in cat. So you feel this full spinal flexion. A little bit more spot to open up on your inhale and your exhale. Last breath in and out. And then inhale, tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Find your hovering table first, so knees off the ground a few inches, arms straight. And then exhale, hips up and back for your first downward dog of today. Slowly move your neck in a yes position, up and down. And then let your head come to center, looking between your feet, then turning your neck right to left. Slow motion, no. Let your chin come back to center, breathe in. Exhale, knees down. Take a child's pose wide. Sit your hips back, and you're welcome to take active child's pose, arms extended or supported, stacking your forearms or using any of your props underneath your forehead. Just so you can come back to your breath. I know some of us love Ujjayi breath, so that's in and out through your nose with a tiny bit of sound. But you're also welcome to exhale out of your mouth anytime, all the time. Good spot to remember that way and that word or string of words that's going to help you set the tone for your Friday. One more breath in and out. And then inhale, come into tabletop. Knees under hips, toes flipped under. Hovering table first so you build that stability in your bones. Then exhale, hips up and back, downward dog. Bring your big toes to touch together. Take your right foot halfway between your left foot and your hands. And then kick your right leg out underneath you so you're on the baby toe side of your right foot. It's different. It's not three-legged dog. Yep, so your right leg is crossed underneath you. And then shift your hips back so you're still in that downward dog formation. So you should start to feel this in the outside of your right thigh. Try and keep your arms straight. Try not to lock out in your left knee. So put a bend in your knee, left heel off the floor. One more breath in. Exhale, step your right foot back, big toes touch. Inhale, take your left foot halfway up towards your hands, and then kick it out underneath your face. So you're on the baby toe side of your left foot. And then send your hips back, keeping that healthy bend in your right knee. Just starting to open up into your left IT band area. And it might feel like a doozy. And no matter how it feels, I want you to breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, step your left foot back. Big toes stay together as you inhale, wave forward into your first plank pose. Shoulders right over your wrists with your toes touching together. Breathe in. Exhale, bend your knees and wave back into downward dog. It's gonna be a long one. Inhale, come back into your plank pose, eyes forward. Exhale, bend your knees like a wave. You're gonna come back into a long dog. Inhale, plank, eyes forward. Exhale, a little bit of a slithering action. So you're gonna do this a few times. It can be fluid, or you can pause any space in between. If the toes together feels a little unbalanced, widen your feet. Remember, I'm not the boss of you here. I'm just giving you suggestions. You have to make it work for your body. 2 more. And it's okay to start to sweat. It's good for all of us. And when you're ready, come into plank. Breathe in. Exhale, set your knees down, come onto your elbows. Elbows under your shoulders, then gently set your hips and thighs down so you come into Sphinx. Yeah, just check your elbows right under your shoulders. A little pulling back energy of your elbows towards your waist. Breathe in, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, turn your head to the left. Keep pushing down through your forearms. The next inhale, your head to center, and then over to the right side. Come back to center, breathe in. Exhale, come all the way on your belly with your elbows wide and your hands stacked on top of each other. You're gonna glue your forehead to your top hand, glue your top hand to your bottom hand, and then as you inhale, lift your arms, your head, your chest, and then exhale down. Again, inhale everything up, forehead glued to your hands, exhale down. 3 more, and it doesn't need to be crazy high. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Good, slide your hands out underneath your armpits, and you get to choose through a plank or through a child's pose. And then we'll all meet in downward dog. Hips up and back. Knees bent, arms straight. Big toes touching together. Step your right foot halfway up to your hands. And again, you're gonna kick it out underneath you. So you're flexing your right foot, leaning back. Firm flexing your foot. So you're just on the knife edge, the baby toe side of your feet. Just on that right foot. Breathe in. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, step your left foot up halfway. Kick it out underneath of you and then shift it back. Firm flex in your ankle. Breathe in. Exhale, left foot back. Just one more time each side. You can step your right foot up, out underneath, and then exhale, shift it back. So your right thigh's crossed over your left knee's a little bent. Step your feet together on an exhale. Left foot halfway up, kick it out underneath. I know this is a strange one, but new shapes are gonna bring new sensations to your body. One more breath in. Exhale, step it back. Set your knees down. Keep your toes tucked under and just sit back on your heels. So you wanna make sure your little pinky toes are flipped under as well, opening up through the bottoms of your feet. And you're in charge of how much weight you're sitting back. So if it feels like too much, you just lighten it up a little bit and still feel the bottoms of your feet open up. If you need a little bit more, like we did earlier, you can walk your fingers back, but please don't get to a point where you're trying to make yourself mentally scream. Just 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax those shoulders. 1 more. All the air out. Lean it forward, hands under your shoulders. Pitter patter the tops of your feet. And then back into woof woof, downward dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Feet are inner hips width distance. Uttanasana, forward fold, hang down. Just moving into half salutations. Hands to your knees or shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, inhale, reach your arms out, then up to stand. Excellent, exhale, bend your knees, arms out, and come all the way back down to your feet. Slow inhale, making that table sensation with your back. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach out and up. Make sure your knees are bent. Good, exhale, dive it down, soft knees. So you're gonna continue at your own pace, just half lift, full fold, and then inhale, come up to stand. So continue at your own inhale and exhale. All that I ask is that you breathe in through your nose and you take your time. Being on no one else's rhythm but your own. Try not to look at the screen the whole time. Nothing different is happening here. So I just want you to focus on keeping your neck long with the rest of your spine. Making sure your feet are separated, knees are bent to help your lower back and hamstrings stay happy, not grumpy. Go ahead and take 2 more of these half salutations. You can even slow your last one down. And you'll stay standing with your arms reaching over your head. You don't have to adjust your cameras, but I'm gonna adjust mine so you guys can see. Arms reaching all the way up. And then exhale, bend at your elbows, open your chest, cactus. Good, inhale, reaching your arms straight up. Exhale, floating your arms down. Starting to put the weight onto your right foot, lift your left knee up. So find something in your vicinity, in your space, that's gonna be your visual focal point. Move your shoulders up, back, and down. Good, and squeeze a little bit into your right bum. So it's gonna help you balance. One more breath in. Without looking at your foot, keep your eyes on the focal point. Left foot down, right thigh up. Good. And know that if you're on carpet, it's gonna make it a little bit more difficult. Squeeze your left bum muscle. Keep your chest up. One more breath in. Exhale, keep your eyes up, right foot down, left foot back up. Interlace your fingers at your left shin. And you're gonna pull your knee up towards your left armpit and stand up as tall as you possibly can. Find your right bum again, it's gonna help you stabilize. Shoulders back, chest high. One more breath in. Keep your eyes up, exhale, switch, left foot down. Right knee up, and maybe you find that same interlace. That same sense of stability, although the sides are different, right to left. Use your left bum. One more breath in. Exhale, release. And just stand in mountain pose, your feet under your hips, palms forward, eyes closed. And just feel what you feel. Any physical sensation in your muscles. Lift up tall through your chest. Reach down through your fingers and your feet, pushing into the floor. Don't forget that setting of your intention. Bring it back even right here. And then opening up your eyes. This is a good place if you've got that yoga strap or something strap-like. So you can bring your hand a little closer to your foot. So I'm using a circle scarf, for example. Just gonna step your foot, wrap whatever you've got, a tie, a belt, underneath the bottom of your foot, left foot. You're gonna start to bring it up and bring your leg straight out ahead. Now, try not to lock it out, especially if you have any hyperextension. You always wanna keep a bend in your knee. Lift up through your chest. Take your strap into your left hand, right hand on your hip, and you're slowly gonna move it out to the side. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, it doesn't have to be all the way out to the side. Exhale to center. One more time, inhale out. Exhale, center. Bend your knee. And like an elevator, slowly going down, setting your foot, leaning forward all the way to the floor. Yeah, take your time before you switch to the right side. Again, using your strap, using your hand, whatever works. Find the stability on your left leg as you bring your right knee up. Inhale, straighten your leg forward any amount, tall through your chest. Strap, scarf, belt is in your right hand. Inhale, take it any amount to the side. Exhale, back to center. And it's gonna be a lot easier if your eyes are on that same spot that you had earlier. Exhale, center. One more time. Exhale, center. Inhale, bend your knee, slowly elevator down, 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 down. Now you have a choice to continue with your strap, with whatever mechanism you've got, or take your left arm on the inside of your leg with your peace sign fingers hooking around your big toe. But you've got to really lift up, stand tall. Same thing, inhale, straighten forward first. Exhale, take it out to the side and we hold it here. You might need to counterbalance and reach your right arm out. Excellent. If you fall, it's not a big deal. You just start over and meet us here again. Good, stand up as tall as you can. Find your right bum muscles to help you stay tall and balanced. Exhale, bring your leg back to center. Inhale, bend your knee. Again, don't just let go of it. You're gonna slowly come all the way back down. Whew. Let it go, shake out your right leg. And then get ready for the second time on the second side. So with your strap, or picking up your right leg, right peace sign fingers hook around your toe, left hand on your hip, and then slowly take it forward. Inhale, slowly reach it out. Good, we're here, you're breathing. You can also have your hand behind your knee with your knee bent if that feels better on your body. Use your left bum, so if you're not sure, just give it a little poke back there and be like, oh yeah, you, back there, help me out. If you fall, just start from the beginning. Meet us here, last 2 breaths. It's a tough one to hold. Exhale, bring it to center. Inhale, hold, bend your knee, and then exhale slowly, slowly, slowly. Ooh, set it down. Take your feet wide, bend your knees, hula hoop around your ankles. So forward, side, back and side. Maybe even lift up all your toes off the floor so you can really feel that tripod of both your right and left foot. Other way. Move your jaw around a little bit too. Yeah, it's okay. Again, get weird through your face. Open up your eyes. And then bring yourself to center. Shake out your legs one more time. I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can see this. Listen more to my words because of the nature of the camera. It's gonna mess with things arm and leg wise. You're gonna start with your right leg up. Take your left hand, so opposite hand to the baby toe side of your foot. Yeah. So right leg up, left hand to the baby toe side of your foot, and then just stand tall. You might need to pick something new to focus on with your eyes if you switched your sides. Reach your right arm back behind you. So you're twisting through your torso. And this might be it for you, and this is an amazing place to stay. Or another amazing place is to slowly straighten your leg any amount. Doesn't need to go fully flat or straight. You just start to work a little bit more length in your leg as you keep the twist, reaching your right fingers back. Good, breathe in. Exhale, bend your right knee. Release your hands till they hug your right shin. Hug it up and in towards your right armpit. I know it's a lot of balancing. And then exhale, release it down. Shake out your left leg. Good job. We're gonna do that more than once, so don't worry. Right leg is down, left leg up. Take your right hand to the baby toe side of your foot. Right, and you do have to lean forward to get your foot, and then stand up. Reach your left arm back behind you. Great place to stay. So you feel the twist right at your belly space, or you start to slowly straighten your leg any amount. Stay tall all the way from your foot to the crown of your head, and you're gonna start to feel it light up that outer seam of your left leg. Good, last couple breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, bend your knee. Reach your left arm forward. Hug your left knee up and in towards your armpit. Set it down, shake out your right leg. Lucky you, we get to do it again, each side. Now, if that just doesn't feel like it's working for you today, as you lift your right leg, if you'd rather focus on twisting, take your left hand to the back of your knee, reach your right arm back, and you're gonna get this really neutralizing, lovely twist, just being right here. Balancing and twisting. If you'd like to go for the baby toe side of your foot, this is gonna be more, again, for your IT band, what's called your TFL. Twisting and working the leg towards straight without overly straining yourself. And you're breathing the whole time, maybe with a smile on your face or a grimace, you know, you do you. Wherever you're at, try and turn your head, focus, and if you lose it, you're trying to focus on your right thumb, you just come back. So you're shifting your drishti back behind you, away from your legs. Good, we're all gonna meet in the bent knee, arm across, twisted variation. One more breath in, stand tall. Breathe all the way out. Woo, let it go. Shake it out, arms and legs. I promise, last standing time on this side. Great place, left thigh up, right arm reaching across. So your hips are the stable point and you're rotating from your belly upwards. Or you reach down. Try to pick a similar variation on each side just so you feel that equalizing sense in the right and left sides of your body. Nice job, everyone's got it. So it's opposite hand to foot. Maybe you start to turn your head and look back for your left hand. Good, nice. It's good to fall. It's good to feel that little bit of movement in your bottom ankle. It's your body trying to reestablish balance. Last breath in. Exhale, bend your knee. All coming into the standing twisted variation. Whew, I'm sweating. Hope you are too a little bit. And then exhale, let it go. Good job. Shake it out. You're gonna come back into that wide sense with your feet, bend in your knees, hula hoop it out. Forward side, back and side. And then other way. As you come to center, good place to have your blanket to come into an extended amount of time in squat pose. I like a pretty densely folded blanket, or you can roll up your mat for your heels to be on, heels of your feet, balls of your feet on the floor or your mat, and then you exhale, come down. Yeah, take your time. Just a nice grounded way to be in your squat. Elbows on the inside, palms pulling down, and your spine reaching up. And see if you can feel yourself more weighted in your heels. Breath in, breath out. You might even want to close your eyes. Slacken through your lower row of teeth. Feel the weight of your tongue. Trust the feet, trust your heels. Good, one more breath in. As you exhale, open your eyes if they're closed. Take one hand behind you so you can lean back, and boom, sit on your blanket. Cross-legged, sitting up nice and tall. Take your shoulders up, back, and down. And again, up, back, and down. Keep your right foot where it is. Take your left leg out to the side. And it is helpful to be propped up for Janu Shirshasana. So your one leg is extended out. You're gonna turn so your shoulders and hips face the same direction. And then exhale, a slight lean forward. Pulling your left toes up towards the ceiling. Leaning into it. Just enough. You can take your hands farther forward, but if you know you get tempted to just go right for your foot and slump down, I'm gonna encourage you to keep your arms wide. Breathing into that right side of your lower back. Inhale, slowly lift your chest up. Take your right leg out. And your legs only need to be maximum at 90 degrees as you bring your hands to center and a little walk forward, hinging mostly at your hips, a little bit of a tuck of your chin down. So just in a wide-legged forward fold. Slow breath out. So we're not to that other side yet. Some of us are already in that Janu on the other side. We're going both legs out, 90 degrees. There we go. Yeah. I know, you're so excited for the other side. One more breath here. In and out. Inhale, come up, then bend your left knee, sole of your foot. And you want to turn yourself, your shoulders and your hips, arms wide, lean into it. Couple more breaths in and out. Option to take your hands farther forward as long as you keep the back of your body nice and long from the back of your head all the way down your spine. Good. Ooh, flex that right foot. Inhale, slowly come up. Now, keeping your left leg where it is, you're going to step your right foot in front of you. Equally grounded in your sits bones on your blanket. And we're going to go back to crossing at your wrists, holding the big and baby toe sides of your feet. And it should be a little bit easier to balance now that you're not on a block. Show me the bottom of your foot. I want to see it. I'm not going to judge how dirty or how clean it is. Don't worry. Chest up. And any amount straighten your right leg. Keep your chest lifted. Listen carefully. Keep your left hand on the baby toe side of your foot. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Drop your leg down a few inches, and then reach your right arm behind, take it into a twist. This should feel like a very familiar shape. Sit a little taller. So it's your left hand to your right foot. Reaching back through your right arm, turning your head, breathing, breathing, breathing. Good, so if you really drop that leg down, you'll be able to twist at your navel space. One more breath in. Exhale, sweep your right hand back to the big toe side of your foot. Wiggle up, sit up tall. And then your choice, you're gonna bring your shin towards you, either taking your calf into the crooks of your elbows. You can also hold one hand to foot, one hand to knee, rock side to side, or take the sole of your right foot to the crook of your left elbow and cradle into a pigeon shape. Just move a little bit side to side. Nice, everybody. Stay tall. Good, come to center and just take 3 breaths wherever you're at. Breathe in, back out. One more. Exhale, slowly release, and just sit cross-legged for a moment, right shin in front of left, palms up, eyes can be open or closed. Again, just feel what you feel on the right side of your body. There's no wrong way to feel. You're just noticing your own physical sensations. Notice any mental associations that come with those physical sensations. Take a breath into your belly, chest, brain. Exhale. Flutter your eyes open if they're closed. To the other side we go. Left foot in front, crossing at your wrists, establishing yourself on your sits bones. Slowly, I gotta see your other foot. It's only fair. Oh yeah, looks good, lovely. And this might be where you stay. You may start to extend as you lift your chest, just finding the sensation on the back of your left leg here. Equally still on both sits bones. Right hand stays on the baby toe side of your left foot. Let go with your left arm, reach it up. And before you take your arm back, it's like a lever. It's helpful to drop your left leg down a little bit and then reach back through your left arm. Excellent. Upright in your spine, turning your head. Breathing slowly. Try not to rush this side. Last breath in and out. Inhale, left arm comes up, bend your knees so you can catch the big toe side of your foot. Sit up tall again. Good, and then you're gonna find that upright pigeon shape. Either, again, options are elbows, prayer hands, one hand to foot, one hand to knee, or sole of your left foot into the crook of your right elbow, little cradling, and wherever you're at, just a slight rocking side to side. And your ankle doesn't have to be perfectly in line with your knee. It can be a little bit lower. And then bring yourself to center. Wiggle up tall, 3 breaths. Relax through your jaw. And when you've taken that last breath, Cross your left shin in front of your right. Reestablish your seat. And just find that pausing center point, eyes open or closed. Noticing this side. Physically. And also anything that mentally comes up about how you physically feel. One more breath in. Clear it all out with an exhale. Open your eyes slowly if they're closed. You're going to come off of your blanket, shift it behind you so it'll support your head. As you make your way, knees bent, feet flat, rolling down, letting your head rest on your blanket, bringing your feet in a little bit, and then taking your feet as wide as your mat. We're not to Shavasana quite yet. I know some of you are like, yes, not quite yet. Take your knees over to the right side. Firmly flex through your ankles. Lift your right foot up and take it up and over your outer left knee. So you're in a pinwheel shape with your right foot on your outer left knee. As you exhale, take your left knee up to the ceiling. So you're in that figure four shape, and then take your legs all the way over to the left side. Right foot flat, right knee up to the ceiling. And then reach your right hand a little bit farther away. Just a different way to come into a twist. Really try and enjoy your breath here. Your next exhale, left knee up, so you're in that figure four shape, and then you're gonna come back into that, I call it weighted pinwheel. So your legs are going over to the right, with your right foot still up and over your outer left knee. Yep. Release your right foot. Exhale, both knees up to the ceiling, and both knees over to the left side. Left foot up and over your outer right knee. Right hip bone is up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee moves up and then over, taking that figure four all the way over to your right. Left foot lands lightly and your left knee points straight up to the ceiling as your knee is bent. Reach your left arm a little farther away. Again, the twist happens at your belly space. One more breath in. Exhale, bring that shape back up to center and then up and over to the left side. Your left ankle hasn't moved. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, release your left ankle. Take both knees up to the ceiling. Lift your feet up and come into Viparita Karani, inverted action pose. If you'd rather do this with the support of the wall, move from your mat to the wall. We're going to be here 2 full minutes. 2 full minutes. And no matter where you are, notice if you have that tendency or habit to lock out your knees. And keep them soft. Keep your feet relaxed. Head, shoulders, and full length of your spine are all on the floor. If you find a lot of sensation in your legs, you might want to close your eyes, right hand on your lower belly, left hand on your heart, and focus on your 3-part breath instead of what your legs are doing. shifting your attention back to your breath. And even if you don't feel a lot happening in your lower body, to come back to your Dirga 3-part breath, it's just a nice way to be here. To breathe here. Just a little bit more to go. Stay focused on your breath. Ease up through your face. Last breath all together. Big inhale. Clearing exhale. Ooh, bend your knees slowly. Feet to the floor. And then find your resting shape, which might be traditional Shavasana. You might stay legs up the wall if that's where you are. Or any other movement that you need to take before coming in to rest. With your head supported behind you. And your bones supported by the earth. Let go of all the manipulation of your breath. Allow your muscles to feel soft. And your skeleton to be heavy. Resting in quiet and practicing stillness. Gently allow your right hand to float and softly fall on your belly. Float your left hand. Let it fall to rest on your heart. You just need to notice the two spaces. Your belly and your heart. Softly working together. to bring back a gentleness to your breath. A little movement to your neck, side to side. And only when you feel ready, beginning to add in any other organic movements into any joint, any part of your body. It may be more of a stretching or a circulating as you come out of your resting shape. Working your knees to hug in towards your heart. Quietly roll onto your right side with your head resting on your upper arm. Take at least a breath here before quietly pressing up to come into one final comfortable seated pose with something underneath your sits bones. Hands at your heart, eyes gently open, but just shift your gaze down to your fingertips. Lightly breathing, but mentally bringing back your intention to take you from this space on your mat and into the rest of your day today. We'll take one breath all together. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, release your hands. You can bring your eyes to the screen. Thank you all so much for being here. Yay. As I tell the kiddos, clap like this in yoga. Do not disturb the peace. Good to see everyone. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Yay. You're always welcome to pop your microphone on, say goodbye, or just sign off, and I'll see you soon.
Thank you, Amy Jane. This is so good.
Yay.
Thank you, Amy Jane. Come over if you want coffee.
Oh, I might do that.
Hi, Amy Jane. Thank you.
Bye, Candace. Bye, Dina. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
Bye, Duncan.